Mythbusters, believe it or not, looked at every conceivable option, a solution.
The 700-pound fake engine is taking it down nose first.
All right, so those of you guys who want to know what a Ford Tempo looks like, this one is a Ford Tempo.
Exactly as it would in a real situation.
Somebody donated their Ford Tempo for this experiment. The nice thing about Ford Tempo, it's cheap, it's extremely porous. So the water is gonna get in very easy.
The water's up to my butt now. All right. Okay, it's coming past my waist. Now I can start to see under the water. Oh my God, it's coming up under the windshield. Wow, I can feel the pressure. All right, I only have a couple more breaths here.
Adam's never this quiet. So what's going on down there? The water is leaking in from every open crevice in the car, and Adam is now fully under. He holds his breath, tugs on the door, pushes his whole weight against it, but nothing happens. Finally, he can't hold his breath any longer and signals for Jamie to pass in the regulator. When the pressure ultimately equalizes, he opens the door and swims to the surface. But it was too late.
All right, so until the pressures are equalized, you won't be able to open the
Next,
door.
he's going to wait until it gets to his
There are no
waist.
surprises.
Okay, past my shoes, halfway up my shins. All right, now I'm looking at, my God, it said my knees. I'm not going to be able to open this door. All right, wait.
This one's no pushover. As the water level climbs, so does the amount of pressure. And Adam has to brace himself against the opposite door to force it open.
I was able to do it.
But only just. This time, he's going even higher.
I'm going to wait until I see water hit the top of this window. Then I'm going to use all my strength against the opposite door to try and push it open. Dude, I'm going to have dreams about this tonight. All right. Water's getting to the top of the window here. All right, here we go. It's almost at the top. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, go.
The differential pressure on the other side of the door has become too strong and holds it shut. Adam gamely pushes back, but he's like a krill fighting a whale. It's not long before it's R.I.P. for our little crustacean.
I think we found the cutoff point. Exiting the car via the door after it hits the water is a viable option. If you have a very small window, by the time you can see water halfway up your window, it's pretty much too late.
All right, so that's good to know. If you can get to the door immediately, you may be able to open it. So that's something to remember.
So we know it's pretty much impossible to open the door once the car is submerged and underwater. The question everyone asks after that is, well, why didn't you open the window? That's what I'm going to do, a shop test to find out. I have one electrically powered window and I have one manual powered window. I'm going to put them under the same kind of strain that they'd experience underwater and try and open them.
The 350 pounds Adam is adding is equivalent to the pressure the window would be under at a depth of just 2 feet.
I do not know of a more visual way to make clear how much pressure you're dealing with when you put things underwater.
Then he tries to crank it open.
I should point out that I'm in a really good position for leverage to open this window.
There's not even a sliver of a crack.
There it goes. It just failed. Yeah, the gear just slipped.
Under that kind of pressure, there's so much force pushing the glass against the frame of the car that the manual lever is going to break.
Maybe electric windows have more power, but the common perception is they don't even work underwater.
This is the electric door, and the first thing I want to do is dump the electric door in this container with the battery and see how long the electrics hold out for. Okay, here we go.
Battery's on the bottom.
They let it steep. After 45 minutes, surprisingly, it's still going strong. So it's not out of the question that power windows could still work underwater. But what about the effect of differential pressure?
You ready?
Uh-huh.
The burden of 350 pounds pressing down on the glass is a real pain.
Automatic windows, you are just as screwed as you are with manual windows. 350 pounds of pressure. That's only 2 feet underwater. It's like the bare minimum you'd be encountering. As long as there's still air in the cabin of the car, you would not be able to open this window.
But Adam isn't prepared to expire a third time.
Now that we know you can't open that window because of the pressure, the question remains as to how to open that window. And I'd say you break it. The question is how.
Their plan is to try to break the glass using various items you'd likely have within your reach inside a submerged vehicle. For starters, keys.
All right, you ready?
Go for it.
Adam smacks the glass, but it doesn't crack.
I'm actually able to get a good solid hit on that. Nothing. I'd say keys are busted.
Next on call, a cell phone.
You're just pounding for your life. You're screwed.
Then Adam suits up for another attempt.
So, Adam, this is like you've just stolen a car and you got a little carried away and escaping the cops, and now you're underwater, so you're in trouble.
Right, is that my motivation?
Yeah.
So busting an escape hole might be possible with steel-toed boots.
Ooh, that's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna get to kicking this window out right away.
But the window doesn't crumble. If he had just carried out his community service sentence, he would have lived.
Nothing.
Nope.
None of the items that would be laying around randomly in your car worked for us to break a window. So we get to try the commercially available ones. This is a hammer thing with a point on it, and this is a spring-loaded punch.
They tried the underwater emergency hammer first.
Oh!
What a difference.
Wow!
One hit.
That was instantaneous.
I'll be darned. Well,
That works.
Amazing. A product that does exactly what it says on the box. Next up is a store-bought center punch device, a tool that's normally used to dent a surface prior to drilling.
Put it up against the glass and push, and it does that.
yeah.
And luckily, I have one more car door.
A new door is submerged, and they're ready for the count.
3, 2, 1. Wow, my hand just went right through.
The reason the store-bought products work is because car windows are made of tempered glass. This means they've been heat-treated so that their surfaces are under compression. Fracture it, and this tension shatters.
That's lovely. The products meant to get you out of that car did exactly that perfectly on the first try each.
Okay, guys, so far, here's what we know. If you can get to the door or the window before the car starts to sink, you should be able to open it. After that, you need to have a center punch device in order to break the window.